the mantra. Om Ragadirogam Satatanushaktam Asheshakaya Parshatam Ashesham Autsukyamoharatidam Jagana Yopurva Vaidyaya Namostu Tasmai. Namaste, dear. We can start with the third part of this shloka. We are dealing with the shloka Vayupittam Kapaschesti Trayodosha Samasata. In the previous two sessions, we went over the commentary of Arunadatta's Sarvangasundara commentary, Tika, and now we are going to continue with part C. Please, dear, take over. Tathā.
Shall I start?
Yes.
Yeah. Recording is going on?
Yeah, it's live. We
Yeah,
can go.
Okay. Tathā ca prakṛtilakṣaṇe vātaprakṛteḥ pittaprakṛteḥ śleṣmaprakṛteśca yathā lakṣaṇaṃ dṛśyate naivaṃ raktaprakṛteḥ. So this discussion is brought under, there are only 3 doshas, there is no 4th dosha.
Okay.
That is the previous context that which we have discussed, continuation of that one. So how to establish it? So Arunadatta is going behind. There is prakṛtilakṣaṇa. While explaining the prakritis, vātaprakṛteḥ is told, pittaprakṛteḥ is told, śleṣmaprakṛteḥ is told. But there is no raktaprakṛteḥ is told. So in this context, why rakta is added here? It is very important that at that time, Sushruta Samhita, when the Dalhana commentary was there, in that one he mentions rakta as the 4th dosha. That is why here rakta is referred by this Vyakhyanagara to tell that rakta cannot be accepted as a 4th dosha, as the Dalhana speaks in Sushruta Samhita.
Okay, because it doesn't render a raktaprakṛteḥ.
Yeah, it is not mentioned in Prakriti. It is only 3 Prakritis are mainly mentioned. Vātaprakṛteḥ, pittaprakṛteḥ, śleṣmaprakṛteḥ. If rakta can be considered as a dosha, then certainly raktaprakṛteḥ would have been told. So it is not told. So we do not have to accept rakta as a dosha in addition to vāta, pitta, kapha. Now, tantrakāreṇa, again, he is not stopping over there. He is telling that tantrakāreṇa jvarādayo vātādiviśeṣaṇa viśiṣṭā evoktāḥ. Even while explaining about the jvara, the disease jvara, the tantrakara, the author mentions only vāta, pitta, kapha, jvara. There is no raktajvara. He is telling that vātajvaro'yaṃ, pittajvaro'yaṃ, śleṣmajvaro'yam is told, but na tu raktajvaro'yamiti ayamiti nirdiṣṭaḥ. The author did not tell that this is, he told that this is vātajvara, this is pittajvara, this is kapajvara, but he did not mention this is raktajvara. There is no such a division at all. So jvara is considered to be the first level of disease. So in that one also the rakta is not mentioned. Only vāta, pitta and śleṣma are mentioned. So rakta does not have to be considered as a dosha. Clear?
Okay.
Now, yebi, not yet finished.
Oh, no, not finished. Okay.
Yebi raktaja vigaraha, but there are some diseases mentioned. They are called raktaja vigaras. I am unable to see the Sanskrit.
Here.
Yes. Visarpadayaha, which are the diseases? Visarpa. Actually, it is a type of skin disorder, visarpa, etc. In that one, they told that it is raktaja. Now, the author is establishing that there, only because it is raktaja, you don't have to add rakta as a dosha, because he uses a algorithm over there. The algorithm is grida dagdha nyaya. So what is grida dagdha nyaya has to be understood. Suppose the grida is falling on a person's body.
Okay.
There will be burning in the body. So if anybody asks how this burning happened in your body, immediately you will tell that it is because of the grida. Actually, grida cannot cause burn. Grida is not responsible factor for the burning. Then who is the responsible factor actually? The hotness in the grida was responsible for the burning. But if anybody asks, the immediate answer will come, the gridam burned my hand or leg or body. So actually the hot is responsible factor, but it is not mentioned by the person. He immediately say that the grida burned my hands. Actually the hotness in the grida, same way, the raktajā is only like grida. Actually the roga is caused by the tridosha, that which is existing in the rakta. Even though it is called raktajā, rakta is not the reason there. In the rakta itself, there are tridosha. They are responsible, like the hotness in the grida, that which burns the hand. But the people say grida burned the hands. In the same way, the tridosha in the rakta is responsible, it says, but the people tell that rakta is responsible. That much only the role of rakta. There is no more other than that. So dosha is only 3. You don't have to consider rakta as the third one. Clear? Fourth one. Clear?
Yeah, I'm writing. So the tridosha is the actual cause of the burning. I will put in.
Tridosha is responsible for roga.
Okay.
Like the hotness in the grida is responsible for the burn. Okay.
Yes, I'm typing that.
Now he is explaining the nyaya here in this paragraph. Yathā gridasya andarhidena agnina dattaha. Andarhidena means that which is there inside. In which one? Grida. Such an agnina. By that fire, dagdaha, burned. But grida dagdaha ityuchyate. But the people say that grida dagdaha, burned by grida. That is the nyaya. Tadvad raktasthaihi. Raktasthaihi means that which is existing in the rakta. Tishtadi idistha. Raktasthaihi. That which is there in the rakta. Which are they? Vātādiviśeṣaṇa. The 3 doshas. Vāda pitta kapha. Jādahā raktajāyamiti. They would have told that raktasthaihi vātādivihi doshaihi jādhā raktajā visarpam, they would have told. Actually, it is not raktaja visarpa. It is actually the 3 doshas that which is there staying or situated in rakta is responsible for that visarpa. It is not directly from rakta. Clear?
Raktajā type the actual
Type, actually the responsible factor is the 3 doshas in the rakta.
Is the 3 dosha in the
Yes.
background.
Next discussion is very, very important.
Only.
There, Kujid Raktasya Dosha Sapnya Kushta Chikilsitādau dṛśyate. Vagbhada himself in Kushta Chikilsa give a term dosha for the rakta in certain conditions. So that dosha is only trouble is the meaning. It is not that which dushayati. So he troubles, that sense only the dosha is used just for sapnya matra, just for showing the sapnya there, not anugada artha. The sapnya does not have the anugada artha vishaya. The vishaya is not there in that sapnya. It is only a sapnya is being given to show that it troubles others. That's all. You don't take it as just like the doshas. It is having the ability to dushana prakriya.
referred as dosha only in the sense
in Kushta Chikitsa,
Yes.
the rakta is termed as dosha only with the sense that it troubles.
but not
But not like the dosha does the vitiation. Thus, we do not have to consider that term as the real dosha, the real three doshas. Clear?
it cannot
It cannot be the same sense of the tridosha.
attain the same level of disturbance power. Okay.
So that is over. Next. Now he is telling that if you are taking just because raktajā visarpa, if you are giving the you are adding rakta as one of the dosha, then what is the next problem? Tadāca evam purishādīnām abhi. Even the purisha is also many places called as dosha. So they also should be added along with the doshas. So there will be dosha, rakta can be a dosha, purisha can be a dosha. So that problem also will happen. In all those places, the term dosha is only troubling, not like the doshas, vitiation karma or vitiating karma, vitiating action. Okay.
Also with purisha happens just the same.
Yeah.
As a partial sense, not full. So let me understand this part.
Yeah. So he's telling that in which reference the purisha has been given as the term dosha. He is telling that nagridam bahudoshaya deyam yanna virejanam tena dosho hi upastambaha. There tena dosho hi, that dosha shabda is for tena purisho hi upastambaha is the meaning in that particular context. So there purishasya doshatva muktam. In that particular context, purisha is getting doshatvam, the terminology. But that doshatvam is not like the doshatvam in the three doshas.
Okay. So I want to clarify a little bit the idea that rakta or purisha can be acting as a thing that is going to be spoiling the system, but is not going to be creating new types of problems. Just like if we have a corrupt person in a system, this corrupt person can make other persons corrupt also, but this other person that became corrupt because of the action of the main corrupter not necessarily is going to be able to corrupt other people also. So that's why rakta and purisha and so on, they are like converted in corrupt people, but they do not attain the full sense of being able to corrupt other doubts.
Correct. Okay. Correct. What will be the word you use? Corrupt in Ayurvedic languages, vishesha.
Okay. Now this part also.
Yes. Again, he is not stopping. He is going with other context. How it tathā udarajigilsite charagasya in the udarajigilsa in Charagasamhita. Jvarajigilsite va in Jvarajigilsa also. Asya doshena basmaneva agnau channe annam na vipachyate. He is telling there. There, you can listen carefully the sentences. In Udarajigilsa as well as in Jvarajigilsa, doshena basmana iva agnau channe annam na vipachyate. Like the Agni is covered with the basma, ash, automatically the Agni cannot burn anything, right? In the same way, when the food is being covered with dosha, then the food cannot be cooked well. Here the dosha shabda is used for ama dosha, not the tridosha. When the food is covered with ama dosha, the food cannot be cooked well.
Yeah, because this term dosha in a broader sense is something that disturbs.
Troubles, yeah, disturbs. That sense only here also. In this context also, that which disturbs only, not like the tridosha does the visheshana of others to cause some new disease.
That's why corrupt, it's a good word to say about Vata and Kapha, because Ama can disturb, Purisha can disturb, Rakta can disturb, but it's a different sense. It's not. And if we say in this paragraph, this word is for that sense, in that paragraph, that word is for that sense. For Western mind, it's better to split the word. One is just like disturbing, and the other one is corrupting. Only Vata, Pitta, and Kapha can corrupt the system. But other things can disturb also.
They can trouble. That's all. They cannot corrupt. You are right.
By the presence of Amadosha, the Agni cannot burn the food properly. Okay. Talking about food, is it time for you to take our dinner, dear?
So, because of all these reasons, tathā, evam, because of all these reasons, vātādiviśeṣaṇa, that is over now.
Okay. So you do not have to go for your dinner. Okay, let's continue.
I will complete this paragraph more.
Okay. Tell me.
Tathā, like this, when you are discussing vātādiviśeṣaṇa trayaha eva dosha, only vāda pitta kava, only eva dosha, only these three can be considered as doshas because they corrupt others.
You was corrupt. With all the reasons.
The raktamiti idamedat samasadaha. Actually, raktam cannot be taken. That is why Vagbhada used the terminology samasadaha at the end. If you wanted to add rakta, you can add that along with pitta only. It cannot be taken as a separate one. That is why Vagbhada used the word samasadaha in his sutra. Vai pittam kapaschedi trayodosha samasadaha. Vistarastu, if you go for details, samsarga, sannipada, kshaya, samatadi, bheta, bhinnaha, tara, tamya parikalpanaya cha, kalpyamanaha, anandyam yanti. Only these three dosha can be taken as mainly. But If you go for verifying the diseases one by one, then they're all, you can go for samsarga dosha. That means two doshas together act. Next, you can say sannipada dosha. Still, vata pitta kapha, three together only. There all these vata pitta kapha is mentioned. Otherwise, kshaya, because of the kshaya, there also vata pitta kapha only. Sometimes samata, sometimes it will be together it acts. There also these three doshas only. Or samadhadi bheda bhinnaha. Then you have to go for again it's samsarga, which is tara dosha, which is tama dosha. If you start finding out this percentage of involvement of the three doshas, you can get numerous numbers. This is more than sufficient to interpret all the diseases that which occur for the people with the support of three doshas. There is no need of adding any other doshas like Rekta, Purisha or Ama, etc. They are only troubleshooters. They cannot be like the three doshas, which, as your term, corrupt to cause any diseases. This is what is here we conclude.
Okay. My computer now, it's crazy and the volume is going high. And in my phone, I can just like lower it, but I cannot stop the computer. So the computer is Vata, Pitta and Kapha, it's the actual dosha.
Okay.
And here I'm just like trying to handle it.
Yes.
It's not in the full sense.
Yes.
Okay. So for people that's watching the YouTube, this playlist is an intention to share the Sanskrit knowledge about Ashtanga Hridaya. And if you want to see it from the beginning, in the description below, there is the link. Thank you, Arunadatta ji, for your grace. And let's chant the mantra to finish. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om.
Shri Guru Harihi Om.
Have a nice dinner, dear.
Yeah, good night. Bye-bye.
See you next week.